venture off into a third segment for the morning. It is a fun Friday. I'm having a lot of fun. I painted a while ago. We got some chit chat with Jenny, and why not? Then we've got No Fear DJs in the house as well. Why not a fun Friday? And coming up next, though, we've got a group in all the way from Keycorker. Actually, it's Keycorker Ocean High School. What they did, they were part of a tournament, a competition, actually, and they placed third. Now imagine that, third. And it was actually a technology to teach financial literacy and security. In with us on the corner here is actually Hayley Curry. She's the principal of Ocean Academy High School. In the middle, we have Daniela Novello, who is actually a student, and also Luis Martinez. Can I say the R when I say your name?
Whatever you
Martinez. He's also a student. It's so nice to have you guys, and I'm feeling the breeze from Keycorker. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Thank you
for having us.
So, my goodness, I could taste some nice fish or calamari just because you guys came from Keycorker. So, guys, let's get into this. Third place in this financial and literacy security. What was it about, and when did it happen?
Well, the competition is the Youth Innovation Challenge. They gave us this problem called literacy for financial benefit. We had to find a way how we could enhance the literacy in belief, but also get people aware of financial literacy as well.
Wow.
So what we did is we constructed a website.
A website?
A website.
Wait. You guys constructed a website that could actually help people with literacy, financial, and security?
Yes.
How was that done?
Well, I have constructed the website with a couple of my friends that were on the team as well. And it just kind of happened. We try to find different links to websites, apps, and it's a linking official website officially created by Ocean Academy Original.
Sweet. So who came up with that idea?
Well, mostly hers.
Really? You are, my gosh. So what part did you play in it, Louis?
Well, I mostly did not really finding more websites like we would say Wattpad, which is a very famous place where the teens would go and read. But I also put in part of putting my ideas into the presentation. How can we help teens these days? Try to be financially literate and more about reading, which they sometimes find boring.
Yeah, and that's where my next question comes from. Because how can you do it through a website?
Yes.
How do you do it through a website?
Well, all the kids and adults now these days, they're all like, oh, I want to be on my phone, my laptop, my tablet. But how can we reach out and speak into in their language? So we constructed something with technology. And it's not only some books that some people don't find interesting, because we do know that there's some Belizeans out there that doesn't like reading or long books. So what we also have is we have games, we have audiobooks, we have webtoons, and we have comics for all their needs.
Right there on the website?
Right there. All links, copy paste the link, and you'll be sent directly to it.
Created by you guys?
Yes.
So smart, so good. And that was third place?
Yes.
So what was first?
Venture High School.
Venture High School.
And what did they do to be first? I'm trying to wrap my mind around this. You guys are third, making a website, having everything on this website, and yet you're third. So what did they do? My gosh. But also in with us is the principal of the high school, Hayley Curry. Again, welcome to you. Talk to us about your high school and talk to us about this. Talk to us about your high school.
Okay, well, thank you so much for having us here. This is always a life-changing opportunity for our students, so we're grateful for that. So we're very interested in innovation, and this is, again, the Innovation Challenge. This is the third time we've won the Innovation Challenge, this time third. The last previous times were first place. And so we're very proud of that because we see that innovation is the umbrella over entrepreneurialism, solving problems, finding new opportunities, and that's really what we need to when our students graduate, they're going to face unemployment, 25% unemployment for youth in the country. So they need to be able to create their own jobs. So we have a path, we call it the OA way, and we start with mindfulness. And so it's very important that they have the right outlook, that they're positive, optimistic, professional, respectful. And then the next step is that they know their passion. So Daniela, for example, wants to be a cardiologist. Lewis
a cardiologist?
Cardiologist.
Lewis wants to be a musician, and so we encourage all of our students to take every opportunity to learn who they are, what makes them brilliant.
Wow.
We have a saying around campus. It's an Albert Einstein quote: "If you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it would spend its whole life feeling that it's stupid." So, you know, that everybody is brilliant, but everybody has a different way that they make it with their brilliance. So once they figure that out, then they have the opportunity to make money, which is where the financial literacy comes into play, which is part of what their website is about. They have games and so forth to teach financial literacy, and then that they also create legacy, so it's not all about making money. And so that's really the essence of our school, and that's why we're really proud that our students continue to, you know, have these innovative ideas. And beyond the website, they have a calendar on the website with a lot of activities and interactive activities to bring to the primary schools, like Mad City Money and things that that bring these important things to life in games and ways that really they're the ones that can talk to the young people better than old people like us.
You know what? From what I'm hearing here, it seems that this is definitely one of the schools that is extremely technologically savvy. We could hear them well outspoken. Lewis actually looks like he's going to be a pilot. I don't know why. That's the look that he's giving me there. But talk to us about why getting into a competition, and where was this competition held?
So I'm very impressed with the fact that the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sports took over for the first time leading it. It was at the Marion Jones Stadium.
Wow.
And it was something that has been going around for about 5 years, but those organizers are not leading it. And so this is an incredible opportunity for high school students to get their ideas across. It's very competitive, very challenging, and every year the level of innovation increases.
Was there a topic given, like, for instance, technology to teach financial literacy and security? You said that you guys, your third time participating in it, you had first 2 times and third this time. I guess that could be heartbroken because you guys did well. But talk to us about that transition, because that's one of the things that we were talking about a while ago, whereby we try to transition young people from one step to another, but in a positive light. We could see what's going on right here with these two, and listening to them, we know for a fact that it's happening. You mentioned transitioning them for life, and then making sure that they've got that financial literacy going on. What is it like for you? Talk to us about that.
It's so important. I know one of the leaders of, well, actually Dr. Carol Babb is really pushing financial literacy, and she talks about how you can be a doctor and be a cardiologist and you can make lots of money and not make your loan payments and fall into the drain. So they learn financial literacy one way through something we use called social enterprise, which is student-led businesses. So they do things like they're both involved with Bike with Purpose, where they lead visitors around the island, and they make real money. That part of that money goes to their school fees, part of that money goes to their bank account, so they all have to have bank accounts where the electronic transfer goes so they can see what money they're making, and they can have plans for earning, such as Lewis is purchasing a guitar, they're saving money for sixth form, so by the time they graduate they actually have a credit history, and then part of the money goes for investing into school programming so they can have the training to be able to do these things. So we have about 12 different school businesses, and the ideas come from the students and it keeps growing.
This is impressive. You know, they're actually making their own money right there on the island, which of course is one of the top tourist destination in this hemisphere, actually, because everybody wants to go to Key Coffee. You still feel like you're right there at home. You could just walk without shoes and have fun.
Yeah.
So what is that like for you students, having to meet new people, which of course builds the vocab, it builds the personality, it builds your ego, which are the perfect ways to set yourself for life. What is it like for you?
Well, I love meeting new people. I love meeting new faces. Because whenever I get to meet someone, they teach me something new.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's like an old friend I met once again, or someone new from a different part of the world. I love making them smile because it's a great thing that could help push myself to actually make someone have a better day. It's actually pretty nice for me.
And for you, Lou?
Well, to me, when I was young, I've always been a shy kid. But having this like social enterprise that I'm doing, I've always met new people, and I love it because I get to break out of that shell that I had of being shy, but now to be more extroverted, and thanks to what I'm doing now, I'm just way better.
And would anybody ask you guys your age, or if you're in high school, do they know this thing about you?
Yes, because once we begin the tour, we all say that we are Ocean Academy students and we're all from high school. Sometimes they get a shock look like, oh, you know this and you're so professional and you're still a kid. It's just awesome when they say it.
You know, I'm sure it is an awesome feeling, and it's not everybody who is actually really ready to actually meet new people because they don't know how to make that approach. What does the school do in terms of teaching students how to get out of that shell and meeting new people?
It has to be in the real world. If they stand in front of the English classroom to give a presentation, it doesn't create that chemistry. But they start as a student that shadows an older student with more experience, and some of them very quickly have that confidence. They feel this, after a very few number of times, they feel different inside with this excitement and enthusiasm. So it's something that we've quickly seen a huge impact. As Lewis mentioned, he's one of many students who start out where they might feel very shy, even terrified. And then very quickly there you see them and they're talking to visitors from all over the world, and it changes everything about their experience with school, and it blends and leads into the classroom.
You know what I love about this conversation, it actually pays homage to the two topics so far that we've spoken about, which is the first one is actually putting your emotions into canvas on a painting, which is actually bringing out yourself. The second one was making that transition, and both topics are actually what we're touching here on right now. Now for next year's competition, what is that? What are you guys expecting of it?
Well, we want to come back harder. Well, we always see that we can push for better all the time. Yes, third place can be a wonderful achievement, but we always think that we could do better. So for next year, better be ready because Ocean Academy is coming even stronger.
You know, and I love the fact that you said that, because first, then third. What was it like for you guys when you guys heard that? You know what? Well, you guys are third. What was that like?
Well, well, it was a little bit disappointing, but what happened is that we had a little complications to get our team ready. So we only really had like 2 weeks to prepare, but it still kind of got a big achievement because we came in third out of the 10 schools that were there, and we only had like 2 weeks to prepare, so it's like still a big achievement for me.
So you guys, you're in third form?
Yes.
You're in
Second
form? So you guys will definitely be back there for next year. And how big is the team? How many people in the team?
5 of us.
Give me the names. Let's go with the names.
Well, first there's AJ Young, another first farmer, Dylan Pacheco, another first farmer, Daniel Nabella, which is me, Luis Martinez, which is him, and Tioni Harris, which is a third farmer as well.
Sweet.
And Patrick Lorenzo, we don't want to leave him.
yeah.
Very important mentor for the team.
Miss Principal, final words are yours. Talk one more time in terms of your high school and what you guys are doing to build.
Well, I want to just say that I was so proud when you're talking about the positivity and transition and third place. The morning of the competition, the students said, let's do our morning circle, which is how we start out every day at our school, to be positive. And Daniela, as a team leader, said, no matter what happens today, we're all winners. And so they just always show me that they're putting into practice the things that we're teaching, and we're just so proud of them. And teaching and leading a school is not an easy thing, but being able to participate in moments like this just warms my heart and keeps me going, that these students are really making a difference in the world, and their innovative ideas are going to lead the country.
Definitely, guys. It was so nice having you in. Key Cocker Ocean High School, definitely one of those you want to look out for when it comes to the competition for next year. They determined, they're sort of mad about it, so they're coming back for first next year. It was an excellent conversation. I'd like to wish you guys all the best as you venture back out to Key Cocker. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yep, definitely. So I'll tell you what, we've got much more coming up actually. KTV The Remix Season 2. KTV The Remix Season 2, yes? We've got a conversation coming up with one of the top from last year, and everybody knows him. Hannah Lynn is going to be right here with me when we come back.